Hi, Tommy.
Hey,
Oh man.
well, hello, it's us again, and my name's Tommy, and this is Jesper. I think he's over there this time. All right, yeah, and Jesper is from Denmark. All right, well, somebody has to come from Denmark.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm only joking. Right, listen, we've got 7 songs to review here, Jesper, and we're going to start off with Norway, and it's it's Tix and his certainly I thought it was a dove at first. I thought Norway had decided to be represented by a giant dove, okay, but he's meant to be an angel, all right.
Yeah.
And I
cliche, isn't it?
well I have to be honest. I have to be honest with you and say to you I didn't like it, all right. I just didn't like it. I thought that it's a very poor Norwegian entry this year, and I've given it a C.
Yeah, I follow you there. Although I will give it a B. I think it will qualify. It has certain appeal. It's not my favorite, but it does grow. And I I wanted another song in Norway to win. But this one is actually very popular. So
all right, okay.
probably will qualify to the final.
Really? Do you think so?
I haven't.
I think a C. Well, okay, so we've got a difference of opinion. All right, so let's see how we go on with song number 2, which is Sweden. And you start this one off for us, Jesper.
Yes. I really like Sweden this year. I think they chose wisely. Erik Saade came second in Melodi Festival this year, and I'm very happy they didn't choose him. I think he had his run in Eurovision, and Tusse is such an exciting singer and really comes across the stage very well. And I'm very excited about it. A definite A. It will be in the top 10 of the Eurovision final.
Right. Well, I agree with you actually. With that, I mean, it's got the obligatory Swedish key change, and it's not a winner though. It's not a winner for Sweden this year, and I do give it an A. I think it'll be a top 10 definitely. I didn't actually watch Melodifestivalen because I don't actually, believe it or not, watch many national finals. Good. Right. Let's say that's it. So we agree. We agree. Yeah. So moving on to song 3, and it's Azerbaijan or Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan. And I think it's your. Is it my? No, it's my turn, isn't it? I think this song is so similar to last year. Okay, it's Effendi, and her song last year was Cleopatra, which I loved. And there's a point in her song, right, where she actually does in this song, Matahari, where she says, just like Cleopatra. And what they've done is they've taken the song and they've just kind of done it up a little bit and added Matahari in as the title rather than Cleopatra. So they've been a wee bit shifty, have Azerbaijan this year. And but believe it or not, I mean, to be honest, I would have given it an A if it wasn't for the fact that it sounds so much like last year. But I think I'll qualify, and I think it's a B.
Oh dear. I really didn't care much about the song last year from Azerbaijan. And sounding so much alike, I don't care much for it this year either. And I think it will struggle to qualify. It's the C for me.
You're going for a C, so it's going to fail.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Right. Okay. Remember our grading. Our grading is A, it's top 10 and it's got a chance of winning. B is it'll qualify for the grand final and then with a chance of finishing certainly in the top 20. C is going to struggle to qualify, and if it gets into the grand final, it's probably going to be outside the top 20. And D, no chance. As Denmark found out with me. Yeah, Denmark. That's what I think. Anyway, let's move on to Georgia and let's see how they rate. And I think it's... is it my turn to speak? No, it's yours, isn't it? So, Georgia, what's your thoughts on Georgia?
It's a snooze fest. It's really, really boring. I don't care about it at all. I hate to be so negative. It's better than Azerbaijan, but I don't think it has as good a chance as Azerbaijan has to qualify. It's in category D for me.
You go for a D?
I'm going for a D for Georgia.
Wow. Oh, my goodness. Well, in actual fact, I'm going to say that lyrically it's a very poor song, but there's a nice harmony all the way through this, and I like it. And we are going back to, we are going to go back into these songs because obviously, we're making I'm certainly making kind of spot decisions on first hearing. And I only heard the song for the first time today. And I thought to myself long and hard, and I've came to the conclusion that it's a B. I think it's going to qualify. I think his voice is decent enough as well. As the lyrics are poor, but the harmony's there, and I think that it might just stand out amongst other quieter songs.
Convince me.
Yeah. But then that's the magic of Eurovision, isn't it? I would hate. Don't get me wrong. If it was if it was a UK song singing that, then they've got no chance. You know what I mean? we could sing Euphoria and we'd still finish last. But no, that is. I would say I'm going to go for a B, and at the moment a B, right? Because I may change my mind.
Oh, brave, very brave.
Yeah. So there you go. You're going for a D and I'm going for a B. Right. So let's move on to song number 5 in part 3. And it's Moldova. And I keep forgetting whose turn it is. Is it my turn to go this time? This is Moldova. Is it your turn, right? You go for it.
No, actually, it's your turn.
Yeah, I thought it was my turn, honestly.
Yeah.
Trying to steal my thunder here. Now, this has got whiffs of Maruv's Ukraine entry in 2019, the one that she didn't take to, where was it being held that year? I can't remember where it was being held. Was it Tel Aviv? It was Tel Aviv, wasn't it? And I kind of like this song. I think it's a grower, and I think it will go doing well in the hall. I'm going to give it an A.
Oh, it'll go to top 10.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I thought something had happened to you there.
Well, I agree that it will qualify. I think it'll go to the final. I don't think it'll be in top 10.
Right.
It sounds a little bit like many of the other songs we've heard. And maybe that's why I think it'll qualify. It's easily recognized, and but also predictable. And personally, I have it lower than qualifying, but I think it will nevertheless. So a B from me.
Oh, so a difference of opinion. I'm going for A, and Jesper's going for a B. And we move on to song number 6. And this is Russia, and the Russian women. Whatever did happen to the Russian grannies? Anyway, so it's your turn to give us your opinion on Russia.
Well, I'm baffled with this song. I don't know what to say. It's really a mess. It's really, really bad, I think. There's no It's not well, for sure. It's not predictable because it's so many different genre that is just mixed up, and it's just plain bad. It really is. I really miss Little Big, the group that represented or was to represent Russia last year. They even have a music video where they end the video in the starting pose of the music video for last year's competition, and I think that video would have been, that song would have been the Russian entry if they were allowed.
Why are they not allowed to enter again? Was that a decision by them or decision by the Russian broadcaster? Do we know?
Probably the broadcaster, I would say.
I don't understand why they wouldn't be given another chance. It's not as if they won they didn't win an internal final. They were selected, weren't they?
I think so. I'm not sure about this. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't understand why they weren't given another chance because, and I find that with a few entries this year, I think it's a bit annoying that dreams were dashed last year, and it wasn't the fault of the singers. And for some of them, it was an opportunity to start a career. And it's been taken away from them. It wasn't their choice for...
Little Big came around anyway. They have
been,
so many.
Yeah, but if you take them out of the picture, I mean they're established obviously where they are. But we're talking about other people, and if they're wanting to try and get onto into other territories, it was taken away from them. However, of course, when you think about it, this whole pandemic has taken quite a lot of things away from other people as well. So it's just one of those things. But I do think the broadcasters could have been a bit fairer. I mean, certainly within the United Kingdom, they went for James Newman again, gave him the opportunity again. And I would have thought Russia would have done the same thing with Little Big. Now, let's just talk about Russia because you don't like it. I didn't like last year's song.
I haven't categorized it yet. I haven't set the letter.
I thought you did. No, you haven't given me the letter, but I think you didn't like it, for God's sake.
But I don't like it at all.
Right, well, come on then, Jesper, right? There's a kettle on from our pot noodle.
I'll say set.
A what?
A set. Does it go down?
A set? What's a set?
Yeah. Set is
set.
The lowest. I was attempting a poor joke here. Come on, help me. A D.
I think this face is saying help me. Set.
A D.
A D. You going for a D? What's set? What are you talking about?
I'm sorry.
Answers on a postcard, direct them straight to Jesper's home address, which I'll give you later on. Now, I would say that that I didn't like this song at all. I gave up listening to it, Jesper. I couldn't listen to it all the way through. No. I mean, it was just a bit shouty, and also I couldn't understand what on earth was going on. But so I'm going to agree with you. I think it's going to fall into that category where it's got no chance, absolutely no chance. So I mean, if I can't listen to a song all the way through, I've got to be strict, right? I know it's Russia and they've got their pals out there, so I'm going to go for a D. So I don't think it's going to make it either. All right. Yeah, we agree. Goodness gracious me.
Honestly, I think we should have a category set for these kind of special entries. That is just so bad that D doesn't fit.
Oh, for goodness sake, honestly. Trying to change the rules. We've only done 3 shows, you know what I'm saying? It's a D. Stick to the D. I don't even know what you're talking about with set. Set. Anyway, moving on. Last song. Song number 7, and it is Ukraine. And Ukraine, same artist as last year, and same sounding song as last year, but I think that's because that's their style. And I think this is going to be a bit of a dark horse this year. It's not going to win, okay? But it will qualify and it will get into the grand final. I think it's one of those songs which could... do you know what? There's elements of the Bulgarian entry, and I cannot remember the name of the artist, and it was from 2007, I think it was. Elitsa Todorova, something like that. I think that was her name. And it was called Water. There's something about it that reminds me of that. Okay. But it's different, and I think it could stand out. So I'm giving it a B.
B. And I will give it a C.
Mm-hmm.
I think it will. I think it lacks a little bit what was taken away from it during the revamp of the song. I liked it better then. It was slower. It was more enjoyable. This is just getting confusing, and yeah, I liked it better. So a C.
Okay, so we did a difference of opinion again, which means that we've only agreed on 2 songs, and that's Sweden getting into the top 10 and Russia not making Russia not making it at all. And there's a big difference with Georgia, right, where I've got B and you've got D. All right, so that is the end of part 3. Goodness gracious me, we're racing through this, Jesper. And part 4.
Time just flew by.
It is, yes. Part 4 is coming up very, very soon as well. And in that section of, in that part, we've got Bulgaria, Cyprus, Greece, Malta, Portugal, Romania, and San Marino. Okay, so we will be reviewing those songs. Okay, so until next time, please subscribe to this channel by pressing subscribe, which is, I think they do this on other videos, which is down below. And then there's a bell to ring as well, apparently. All right, if you press a bell, right, sets off all the alarms in the world, right? It's a joke. It's great. Have a shot, press it, and you'll see what happens. And yeah. That's a good way of getting people. Give it a go, right? Seriously, you'll set off every alarm. And we'll be back with part 4 very, very soon. So it's a good night from me, and
good night from me.
You don't watch the 2 Ronnies, do you?
No.
No.